Now, in this first part, I'd like you to begin with the oral presentation. Remember, the oral presentation will last 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
You've had 20 minutes to prepare, so when you're ready, you may begin.
Okay, so I chose an extract from The Curious Instinct of the Dog in the Nighttime. It's chapter 83. I don't know which prime number is 83.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about how Christopher thinks he would be a very good astronaut. So in this chapter, we learn that Christopher would like to be an astronaut. Is really interested in things like space and machines, computers, and computer games. Which, it's with his personality, because we know that he's very logical and really likes difficult things, or things that would be difficult for other people wouldn't be difficult for him. He describes that what would make someone a good astronaut, and says that to be a good astronaut, you need to be intelligent, and he is intelligent. And if someone heard that, it would probably think that someone is kind of egocentric or maybe narcissist, but Christopher is none of those things. He just says things that are backed up by facts. He just says things which is true. He is very intelligent for his age. He's much more intelligent than kids his age and maybe even adults. Also, we learn about maybe a coping mechanism for him, something that relaxes him, or something that he does when he's stressed, and that is little spaces. He talks about how in a spacecraft, it would probably be very cramped and little, and people would normally enter panic or maybe get claustrophobia, but not him. He apparently really likes little spaces to relax. He says that he likes to get into the airing cupboard outside of the bathroom and slide in beside the boiler and pull the door closed behind him, and just stays there for hours, and it makes him feel calm. Also, we know in this chapter it talks about things that he doesn't like, which is people being too close to him. He would like being in a little spacecraft, but without any people, or having a designated room for him. So he doesn't like people invading his personal space. Also, in line 14 and 15, very briefly talks about how he doesn't like yellow or brown things, and he would like to be in space because there wouldn't be any yellow or brown things. Also, it says that Christopher wouldn't be homesick because he would be with things that he likes. He would be distracted and being surrounded with things that he likes, which are space, machines, and computers.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that tells us that Christopher isn't very attached to some specific things like his home. Some people would miss their home not because it's their home, it's because they hold much sentiment with it. Their parents, the things that they do, the things that are close to them. But Christopher isn't. He is happy with having things that he likes surrounded with him. Also, it says Christopher prefers not to talk to people in person. It says that he would have to talk to mission control, but through a radio link-up or TV monitor, so it wouldn't be talking to strangers in real time. It would be playing a computer game. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the second part of the individual oral assessment. Now, this follow-up discussion. This will be about 4 to 5 minutes. So I'd like you to go back to something you said about that Christopher has certain abilities that allow him to
be a good astronaut.
To sort of say, okay, I would make a good astronaut, no?
Yeah.
Could you expand a little bit on that idea?
Yeah. He is talking about the requirements of it and also the things that he likes, which is kind of what you want when you're looking for maybe a job or something that you would like to do for all of your life.
Yeah.
Because he's very intelligent, he's very logical, he likes little spaces, which is, you have to get used to them if you're going to be in a spacecraft. He likes working with machines and computers, which is basically what you're going to be doing all day if you're an astronaut. And is really mesmerized by space.
Yeah. I think it's curious that that Christopher is, even though he's autistic,
Yeah.
he's very aware of his abilities. He's very aware of his strengths.
Yeah.
You know? Do you think the other characters in the book are as aware as Christopher is?
Of his own abilities?
Yeah.
I think most characters, like, the only ability that they would be able to, like, recognize from Christopher is his intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in school, or maybe he really likes stating the facts of things and really likes explaining things. So maybe Christopher, while talking to someone, they would realize that he's very intelligent and knows a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they would notice, but only his intelligence, not more like in-depth things.
In-depth things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that because of people in the spectrum, no, once people hear, okay, that kid's in the spectrum, do you think there's a certain taboo towards those type of people?
Oh, yes. Yes, there's a taboo. Someone might say, hey, I'm autistic. And they're like, oh my god, but you act so normal. So what is normal? Yeah, sometimes people think about an autistic person, that people that don't know much about autism, they might think, oh, they don't know anything, or oh, they are like special needs kid, or they are dumb. And in fact, it could be like, it could be the opposite of that.
The opposite, yeah.
They could be very intelligent. They could have really specific likes and dislikes. That people don't think about that.
Yeah. So what about your abilities and strengths? Do you think you would make a good astronaut?
I don't think I would make a very good astronaut, because I don't think that I'm like that intelligent. And I really like computer games.
Yeah.
And space. It's really mesmerizing, and I love it. I really like landscapes and things that look pretty, like space. And also I really like little spaces too. And they kind of make me feel calm. I remember when I was little, and then we would have a big box, like from a refrigerator or something, and I would get inside of it, and I would stay there. But I don't think I would make a good astronaut.
Yeah. So another thing, do you think that the author, Mark Haddon, actually captures this character of Christopher without saying that he's in the spectrum? But do you think he captures it quite well?
Yeah, I think so. I can think of Christopher being a real person. With a special interest, with the things that he likes, with the things that he dislikes. He explains why he likes and dislikes things. And yeah, I think he is he shows the character of Christopher in a pretty realistic view.
Yeah. And these likes and dislikes, no? I mean,
He's very vocal about them.
Yeah. But I think we all have likes and dislikes, no?
Yeah.
And it affects our choices. But I think going back to this idea of people not understanding Christopher and saying, well, but why do you not like yellow and brown things? I mean...
Yeah, but it's actually... It's not that hard to understand.
Yeah.
He explains why he doesn't like them. Because there are things that he doesn't like which are brown or yellow, and also kind of like a superstition that he has too.
Yeah, and in some ways helps him to limit his choices, no?
Yeah.
So,
if you didn't have likes or dislikes, how would you make choices?
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the final part. Yeah.
Okay.
So the third and final section, this general discussion, this would be about 5 to 6 minutes. So one of the things that we've seen in class had to do with identity, no? So what do you think, what constitutes an identity?
Like of everyone.
In general.
Well, your identity is maybe how you see yourself, maybe how other people see you, but that might not be how you are exactly.
Yeah.
Your identity maybe is like a mix of things. The things that interest you, how you talk to people, the things that you like, the things that you dislike. are very important to know who you are,
Yeah.
like your passions and the things that you would like to do with your life, your goals, your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And that is kind of like what makes you you.
Yeah. Do you think people don't really get to know who you are?
I guess there are some people that I think that don't really understand me, but I think most of the people I talk to, like my parents, my
Yeah.
brother, my friends, I think they do understand the majority of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But sometimes we find that what we see as our identity and what you were saying, what other people see as our identity are very different. And sometimes people can tend to label us, no?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. How do you feel about labeling?
No, it's nice to have like a name for things, but when you start to like think, like put a label on someone which they don't agree with or they didn't ask for it, you just jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
It's really not nice, and you can really hurt someone
Yeah. Yeah.
because that might not be them.
Exactly. What about CAS?
Cass,
The CAS program.
I really like it.
You really like it?
Yeah.
Has it helped you understand a little bit more of an individual's role in community, or?
Yeah, community, definitely. We learn about helping people, why we should help them, how we can help them. It really has like helped me to try new things,
Yeah.
new projects, and I really like helping people. I really like making projects and activities which aren't just writing.
So, so your perspective of the course has changed over these 2 years, no?
I don't think that much because I liked it since the beginning because I knew that we would be doing activities and things like that.
Okay. Okay. So, one of the things we've seen too is maybe in social organization, we may have seen something or touched it sometimes on racism. What do you think of the phrase Black Lives Matter?
Oh, like it's good, I guess, because that is true. Black lives matter, and some people really don't take it as seriously as it should be.
Yeah.
Some people say like, "Oh, Black lives matter," but they don't really mean it, or they don't do anything about it. They just say it, or maybe put a hashtag on a video and think, "Oh, I've done something."
I've done something. Okay. Which would you prefer, Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter?
Oh no, Black Lives Matter, because All Lives Matter is kind of like you take the importance of Black Lives Matter like away from them.
Away from it.
Yeah, because there are some people that really do have more privileges than others.
Okay. So do you think there are people maybe who are not black could maybe identify with Black Lives Matter and say, okay, I'm not black, but I know how they feel?
Oh, yeah. Like maybe Indian people or any foreigner that is in like another country might experience some kind of racism. Like maybe like Indians, maybe other people from Asia, Middle East, and even here in South America, you can really see like the double standards of people.
Yeah. Okay. So do you think that, trying to think. So what can the British government or the American people do to apologize
To apologize.
or try to make amends to people from all the colonies that they had?
Oh well, the government. I don't think that they should just do a formal apology because that wouldn't do like much of anything. But they should like give an education to people, show them that they are not that different, show them that double standards are bad, and you shouldn't jump to conclusions about anyone. You should treat everyone with respect, and maybe put some laws against that. Yeah.
Okay. So we've seen some people like pulling down statues and things all over the world, no?
Yeah.
So it seems that the government reaction was not the same as the people.
No.
How divorced can the government be from the pulse of the people.
Oh, pretty much completely. We see that the people are trying to make a change, but the people inside of the government are still like having that really old way of thinking of superiority or things that they are keeping everyone safe when they're actually not. They're hurting basically everyone and just making everyone feel awful and making them very divided.
Yeah, this white supremacy.
Yeah, the white supremacy.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. That is the end of the individual oral.
Thank you.